More than a year ago, Lexington city leaders formed a task force to fight the growing heroin problem. They also hoped it would help save lives. But since then, heroin deaths in Lexington have continued to rise. Investigative reporter Miranda Combs sat down with the Fayette County coroner to talk about the ongoing battle against heroin.
This year, we traveled with EMTs charged with administering Narcan, a drug used to save people from a heroin overdose.
We have about 2 a day. We give about roughly 2 doses.
We met a man from an upscale Lexington neighborhood recovering from a heroin addiction.
It just got really bad really fast. I started using every day. I had probably $100 to $150 a day habit.
And checked in at a rural Kentucky hospital dealing with heroin daily.
We have had more heroin overdose here than in my memory of any type of drug overdose.
And we met with Fayette County Coroner Gary Ginn in May.
We did not see heroin until 2007.
At that time, there were 17 confirmed heroin overdoses.
People are still dying of heroin.
We sat back down with Ginn 7 months later.
We're a little more than half of our drug overdoses are of heroin.
Right now, there are 49 heroin deaths for 2014. There were 44 in 2013.
We're still in an incline instead of decline.
Ginn is part of Fayette County's Heroin Task Force, tasked with making sure resources and information are available to, in turn, stop the incline.
There has been a lot of money that's been put into it. There's been a lot of time and a lot of effort as well.
Ginn says results will take time.
It's definitely an uphill battle.
He says people who used to abuse prescription pills are turning to heroin, a cheaper, more available option these days.
It's just sad.
And the problem with that, Ginn says, is heroin's strength is hidden in the drug and therefore even more dangerous.
We find people that still have needles in their arms. We find where people have the needle maybe laying in their lap or on the floor, and where they've died just suddenly because it's hit them that fast.
Ginn says the trends have not changed from earlier in the year. Ages of overdoses he sees still range from teens to 60-year-olds and from inner city to the suburbs.
Eventually, the statistics show that if you are on heroin and you become addicted, that you will die of a heroin overdose, and we're seeing that.
In Lexington, Miranda Combs, WKYT.
We checked in with the Center College student we spoke to back in May. He tells us he's still sober and plans to graduate in January.